Hello everybody, my name is Katie and you've reached my FlossTube channel on YouTube titled Jeremiah's Mom. Today is Tuesday, May 13th.
Happy birthday, Mom! Woo!
Thank you very much. And today is my birthday. If you are stumbling onto my channel, I normally post on Mondays. I like to do my videos every Monday to recap what I've worked on since the last Monday. Today is a new adventure. So when I started my FlossTube, I started January 31st this year. And I remember I was still pretty new to watching other FlossTubes. And I knew the term WIP Parade. And I thought, oh, I don't want to do that because it would be way too long. So after being here for 3 months and being requested multiple times for a WIP Parade, I thought, I wonder if I can figure out how to do it shorter. And then after watching Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches, I took inspiration on her wonderful daily videos. And I thought, hey, that really works. So I've stole your idea, Adelaide, because it really breaks it up instead of being a 2-hour video. When I started 2025, I had 60 WIPs. Which on one hand sounds like, oh my gosh, that's way too much. And on the other hand, I was like, wait a minute, I know that's not, really accurate. So I started figuring out how to break down my WIPs into different categories, which makes this video even easier to do. So for the first 2 days, today and tomorrow, I'm going to do my current WIPs, which are things I've worked on so far this year. You have seen probably most of these, and that's okay. If you are new here, welcome. I love to do a variety of WIPs. I really enjoy fantasy. I enjoy full coverage. I also love seasonal stitching. I just love stitching. I told Jeremiah that my goal is not to hold up every piece and tell you how much I love it, how much I really want to work on it.
You also really love Yggdrasil. Woo!
He's still going. If you watched yesterday's video, I'm pretty sure we said Yggdrasil and woo at least 3,000 times.
Yggdrasil! Woo!
Oh, it's still happening. So I told him Yggdrasil is not going to be on the screen today.
Woo!
So he's not allowed to woo, and of course now he's wooed multiple times.
You keep saying Yggdrasil.
No, you're thinking Yggdrasil. Let's see if we can get this done. So the way I store my WIPs is in a fabric tote. This is it. I get plastic envelopes from Amazon and or Walmart, and I put my projects in there. Let me show you one. It's a see-through envelope with a flap so that everything's protected. If there's just a few threads, I throw them in the envelope. If there are too many threads, I buy a plastic container from like Hobby Lobby, or I've been lucky enough to been gifted a lot of them because people switch over to a different system. The plastic bobbins just really work for me. So the DMC for this project is wound up, and then I label the lid with what is in there, the floss list, and a card is on there so that it helps me keep track of everything for that project, and I'm ready to go. So then I keep these in a tote as well, and they can stack on there. It's amazing how many you can get in one tote. So I'm hoping not to have to do a lot of editing. So I think I have an idea. Today we're going to go through my first 14 WIPs. They're in alphabetical order because that's just how I do it. And then tomorrow I'll go through the second set of my current WIPs, which will be 15 tomorrow. So I have 29 current, as of this year, WIPs. That's what we're saying. So the first one up is Along the Nesting Boxes by Jardin Prive. I am doing this one all year. I'm doing two fence posts and all the stuff in the middle each month to break it down into smaller pieces. So I will tell you what I'm doing, hopefully with each piece. The lighting was weird today. We got some rain coming in, so I had to shut that window because it was making a weird shaft of light. So hopefully this works. Here is where I am now with this piece. I am using 32 count Platinum Lugana. I'm using the suggested DMC threads and stitching it 2 threads over 2. And I started this project on January 1st this year. This was my new year, new start. And as you can see, I have January through May finished as of right now. I will bring this back out the beginning of June and do the next section. So that, I'm going to try really hard not to say I really enjoy that piece because, you know, just please know all these pieces I'm holding up I really enjoy. That's why they're current pieces. I'm a firm believer if there's a piece that you don't enjoy, why work on it? There is way too much stash in the world to work on something that we don't enjoy. Okay, the next one is a Paine free craft. This one is Beer Dragon. I am stitching this one for my husband. The artwork is by Stanley Morrison. I absolutely love his dragons that he's designed. He has a whole line of different dragons and different drinks, and it's really, really neat. This one I had to get for my husband. He loves craft beer, so I'm stitching it in his honor. I am doing this one on 32 count lamb's wool Jovelin, 1/1 complete X. Here is where I am. I started this one November 5th of 2018. Oops, that didn't work. And the last time I worked on it was in April. I haven't got it back out this month yet. And I do the parking method, which is why the threads are hanging there. Okay. This is totally different than doing my weekly posts. So now there's a siren going by. I don't know if you can hear it or not. The windows are open because it's still a beautiful day. We just have rain coming in. Okay, next one up is Canine Quotes by the Scarlett House. I'm a dog maniac, so when I saw this, I just knew I had to have it. I think I'm going to do these two. This one is not really my style, but I don't know. I might leave off the dogs. I haven't decided yet. I also have the second one that's came out. It's just Canine Quotes 2. Right now, I only have one started, which is the dogs are not our whole life, but they make our life whole. I am stitching this one on 32 count lamb's wool Jovelin. It is 2 threads over 2. Let me see. I started this one May 1st, 2024. That year I did a whole bunch of new starts for the month of May. So this is where I am right now. I worked on this last month. So far I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days into it. I won't tell you that for everyone because some of them I have handy and I use a different app for that information. So I figured it was easier to just leave that out now that I told you. Okay. Next one up is a Mill Hill kit that gets to stay in this cute Disney Villains bag. I don't have a lot of different project envelopes, so the ones I have, I try to show them off. This one is a Mill Hill kit called Christmas Lantern. I just realized I forgot the paper, so hang on a minute. I started this one January 14th this year. I'm using the perforated paper and all the kit materials, and I have 4 days into this one right now. I really enjoy the Mill Hill kits on the perforated paper. Okay. After that one is one of my fun patriotic pieces. We are a very patriotic family, so I tend to do a lot of patriotic pieces. This one is Colorful Eagle by Kitty and Me. I said I wasn't going to say it, but I absolutely love this one. I started this one December 12th of 2023. I am using the suggested DMC, but I did change the Kreinik, however you say that. I changed it from number 8 braid 002, which was gold, to a number 4 braid 221. I am using 32 count Silver Moon Lugana. And here is where he is right now. That eye is just amazing. I only have half of it to go. So another realization that this is going to do is I have so many pieces that I could be done if I just work on them. So, and this is definitely going to make me want to work on all of them. When Adelaide was going through hers, she struggled with trying to set up like a rotation, and we was like, yep, when you see them, you want to work on them. So this is yep, this is going to be hard. I'll end up want to work on all of them this evening. Now I don't remember. I think I said I started that one in 2023. December 12th, 2023. Okay, next is one of my first Lola crows. I always figured this would be a mess, and let me tell you, it is. This is Creepy Christmas Village. I love Halloween, and I also love Christmas. I think it's so cool that she combined the two, so it's just adorable little Christmas ornaments until you look closer and go, oh, wait a minute. That's so, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have those. And I love the way the finishing with the hoops. So that's my goal eventually. I started this one in 2024 on December 3rd. I am using the suggested DMC. The fabric is 32 count Lunar Lugana from Bestitch Me. I have finished the Creepy Christmas Tree. I absolutely enjoyed working on it. That is just so cool that it's Christmas and yet spooky. And I get a little bit of a start on the next one. I will show you. Let's see. It's this one. And it's called The Ghosts of Past, Present, and Future. And here I am with that. I have not worked on this one since February, and I'm really itching to get back to it. So another one of them were now seeing it, and I thought, oh yeah, I really want to work on that. I only have 7 days in on that project now, so I need to get back to it. Okay. After that one is a piece that I'm going to try really hard not to say how much I love it. I'm noticing this isn't working. This one is from Firewing Designs, and it's Embers. I received 2 pieces of fabric in the mail, and I wanted the fabric to show through like this beautiful fabric. So a friend of mine, Joe, said, have you looked up Firewing Designs? So I looked this one up, and I said, oh, that's absolutely perfect for the fabric that I want to put it on. I think I'm going to leave off the words. I haven't got there yet. So it'll be a decision that's made later. I started this one in 2015 on July 11th. I am using DMC 550 and also a small section of B5200. This is the fabric I am talking about. It was a hand-done tie-dye fabric from a friend of mine that I knew in the blog world. Before FlossTube, I did blogging. So that's what I'm referring to. And Joe was totally right. The fabric definitely shines through, but the dragon is still beautiful. So that is beautiful. So I've just started working on down by the head, so I have a little bit of the 5200 in. Let's see, when did I work on this one last? I worked on this one March last. So it was time to get it back out. That's what I'm gonna say. I guess it's not gonna be on the list on its own, so I'll go ahead and show you. The second one after I finish Embers will be Ash. That's what it's gonna look like. It's not really, I guess it's not a whip, it's stash. And this is the fabric for that one. It's just absolutely beautiful. She did a beautiful job. And it's hard to know what the count is. I don't remember if it's supposed to be 28 count, but it's pretty little because of the dye job. And I am doing this one thread over one, just to be safe and make sure it all fits. Everything's just going to be thrown in these envelopes. This will be chaos. After that one is another Mill Hill. I have a cute little snowflake bag. I got to looking. I don't have any Halloween bags, so I definitely need to change that. So this one gets to live in a snowflake bag. This one is Enchanted Pumpkin. It's another one on the perforated paper. I started this one in August of 2024. Here is where I am now. After getting the black done, I decided to go to the background, and that's taking forever. So I have 10 days into this one, which I can see easy. I haven't worked on it since February. So it's another one of those. I was just thinking, wait a minute, is that the back? Nope, it's the front. It's another one of those that I really would like to get back out. I'm pretty sure we know that. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I could just hold up the same piece, and I would like to work on this. I would like to work on this. The next one is the Extraordinary Bird Sow. It's the new Lola Crow, Sal. Like I said, I just found her, I'm pretty sure this year, and I was like, wow, I love her designs. And so I realized that I had missed the library and the aquarium, which I'm going to have to get the aquarium because that's just so me. So when I saw that she was doing a new Sal, I jumped on it right away. That is the outline right now of what it's supposed to look like. The new release comes out Friday. I started this one April 6th, 2025. I'm not going to be done with the frame, but that's okay. I am very, very close. And the new releases are coming down here, so I should be able to work on them when they're released. And this one is 36 count sandbar even weave from Bestitch Me. And I'm using the suggested DMC, just 2/2. I just absolutely love that owl. And the little parrot. It's a Dracula parrot. So it'll be interesting to see what the new birds are. I have loved feeding birds my entire life. I've always had a bird feeder, so it'll be really neat to see. And the one thing I love about birds is each area has so many different ones. So it'll be really neat to see which one she picks for this. The noise of me trying to get everything back in the envelope. Okay. Another one of our patriotic pieces. This one is Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio. I am stitching it on a 32 count lamb's wool Jobelin 2/2 with the suggested DMC threads. Sometimes I use the specialty threads, but the DMC are just easier for me to get a hold of. I started this one August 24th of 2022. And it's another one, when I hold it up, I'm just like, oh, I could get that finished if I just worked on it. So I have 17 days into this one right now. That one's one of those where it's easy to see. I keep a little, I guess I could explain that. I keep a little paper with each project with things that I've decided that's important. And on the back, it has a calendar that I just put a mark on every day that I work on that project. Then I put that in the Excel sheet because I'm weird and I love looking at all those statistics. And that's a constantly changing thing. One month I think, oh, that's all I need. Then the next month I change it and scramble and try to get it set up the new way. So, but I started doing the little papers, I think, last year, and I really like them a lot. Okay, after that one, oops, is one that's not in the thing because I've been working on it. And it got out of alphabetical order, of course, so. This one is Grow Together. It is artwork by Jim Warren, a artist that I really enjoy, and the pattern was made by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started this one December 13th, 2013. It is my oldest WIP in my current stash. It's still in the Q-Snap because I was working on it, and here is where I am now. I'm using the suggested DMC threads, 1/1 complete X, and this is 28 count light blue Jobelin, which is so funny because now I use 32 count for my 1/1. So it was funny when I pulled this one back out. I was like, I used 28. So in 2013, that's what I did. Plus, it's a smaller piece. It's not the typical Heaven and Earth. So to make it a little bigger, I did it on the 28. We'll say I had a reason. Okay. Then this section seemed to have a lot of patriotic pieces, so it's another patriotic piece. This one is Lady Liberty by Keslyn's. This was for sale at one of the stitching retreats I attended on the sale table, and I had to have it. So I am using the Gloriana silks for this one. The red is Crimson and the blue is Pacific Blue Dark. I am using 32 count white Jovelin and stitching 1/1. I started this one May 15th, 2024. And the dark blue doesn't like to show up very well. So sometimes like back here, right there. But that's where I am right now. I'm just going back and forth, line by line. Okay. That one will take forever, but that's okay because I enjoy working in it. Now I just threw my paper across the room. Hang on a second. Okay, behind the scenes. I only have 2 more to show today. The next one is a Dimensions kit that I got. It is Mason Jar lineup. I went up to House of Stitches for a stash sale that they have in the back parking lot. I had this kit on my wish list. I saw it one time at Hobby Lobby and thought, well, I'm not going to get it. I added it to my 1, 2, 3 wish list just in case. Then I waited and waited and waited, and it just, I don't know. I always seemed like, well, I don't know. Anyway, I was at the stash sale, and the pattern, I think, was, hang on, I have that somewhere. Yeah, it was $10. So I grabbed it. That's a fantastic price. And it was the complete kit. So I couldn't believe somebody was selling it for $10. So I said, yep, it's a sign. I have to have it. So one thing I knew I wanted to do was change out the fabric. I like Ada. Ada has a place. But white Ada for this one was going to just be, nope. So I went to a local store in Noblesville called Always in Stitches, and they had this absolutely gorgeous fabric that 2 friends helped me pick out. If I can get it on the thing. And it is 32 count Jack's Rum Belfast linen, which is from Fabrics by Stephanie. And yep, that's exactly what it needed. I absolutely love it. I am doing this one 2/2. The first 2 jars are completely done and backstitched. I am working on jar number 3 right now. So there's 10 jars total. I think I have this on my list to finish this year. I should have probably wrote those down, but I didn't. So it'll be interesting to see if I can do it or not. I started this one September 13th of 2024. So, okay. Everything's in that envelope, so it's fighting me. We'll put that one over there. Last one for today. This was a new one from this year. When I joined Stitching by the Shore, I saw people working on Lina Ova, and I went, oh my goodness. I love a good pirate ship, and I love a good mermaid. So this is Mermaid by Lina Ova. It was on Etsy, and I totally fell in love. I knew I had to have it. When I started this one March 22nd this year, I am using DMC 3812, and I had this fabric in my stash, and I absolutely fell in love. My husband loves helping me pick out my fabric, and he did such a good job with this one. And here it is. It is 32 count Tantalizing Tulips, which is an opalescent Lugana from Silkweaver that I got a long time ago. And I absolutely love it. It is one thread over one. Gonna take forever, but that's okay because it's a joy to stitch. So thank you for pressuring me into getting that. And some people leave off this outside border and just do this inside, but I really think the outside border is really cute, so I went ahead and decided to do the outside border too. Okay, that is last one on today's list. So we made it through, and it's only 31 minutes, so that's fantastic. I'm still glad I didn't do them all in one setting. So I will be back tomorrow to talk about my second set of current WIPs. That's as of this year. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I will put the information for each project in the description below. I guess, Jeremiah, you didn't make a cameo. Do you want to come over and say hi? You said happy birthday to me, but I just don't, the people. He has fans.
Hi.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'll end it the way I typically do. I hope you find all the reasons you can to laugh and smile, and good luck stitching all the things. I am going to go torture myself over which one of these 14 that I'd like to work on today.
Feed yourself. Woo!
It's not on the list for today.
Okay.
Okay.
Still though.
Thank you for tuning in.